Who on this list is poised to make the biggest leap from 2019 to 2020, Shregs?
Year 3, no mononucleosis, no terrible offensive line, no brutal schedule up front. I am going with Sam Darnold as my guy to make the leap.
I like
second
it.
year with Adam Gase, second year with Dowell Loggins, and an improved offensive line. This was the worst offensive line maybe I've seen in football in a decade last year. Darnold spent the entire season doing this, which is not his forte, running backwards and scrambling and trying to make a play to Le'Veon Bell. This was week 1. It only got worse from there. You throw in the mono, it was as if his entire season was sidelined. Now he has an entire offseason. He's been out in California training with Josh Allen and Kyle Allen, getting right with Jesse Palmer's crew, Jesse Palmer's crew. Which Palmer was it? It was Jordan Palmer's crew. I'm sorry, out there in Orange County. And he gets some new weapons. I think Mims is going to play well. I think Perryman's a good addition. But most importantly, I'm going with Fant, I'm going with Van Roten, and I'm going with Becton, guys who can keep him up. And, of course, the intelligence of Sam Darnold. This is no dummy. This is one of the most cerebral young quarterbacks we've seen. I think Sam Darnold makes a giant leap in year 3. You could put that all over the internet. I'll stand behind it come October and November. I think it really does work out this year for him.
I'll never forget turning on NFL Network and seeing Andrew Siciliano use the term kissing disease when talking about the Jets quarterback. That was a wild year. And it's part of the reason I'm going to go with a quarterback in the same division. Let's go. Give me Josh Allen. This is the year, because it better be. This is better, if not now for the Bills, when? You've got this great defense. They went out and got you a star wide receiver to go with your complementary pieces. The Dolphins are still building something. I think the Jets are maybe kind of spinning their wheels after last year. And elephant in the room, Tom Brady left the division. Guys, when Michael Jordan retired to go to baseball, the Knicks went right to the finals. When Michael Jordan retired permanently, the Knicks went right to the finals. Now, they never cashed one in for a variety of reasons, including because Patrick Ewing is 9 feet tall and did a finger roll 2 inches from the basket. But I still think Josh Allen, the excitable, young, talented, suddenly loaded Bills team, we've been waiting for this for 25 years. If this is not the year you make a deep playoff run, we got to start looking elsewhere, because the Dolphins are coming. I do think the Jets are coming. This is the year for Buffalo. So, Josh, go get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm going with Drew Lock with the Broncos. You know, he was 4-1 as a starter last year. We know everything that happened with Flacco. He was kind of waiting in the wings. He was a little banged up. And then when he got on the field, it was like there was juice. It was almost like the Broncos were exciting to watch again. And they went to shore up places that they needed help at. Wide receivers, they were at the bottom of the barrel when it came to touchdowns. I believe they had 9 last year. And Courtland Sutton, he tried everything that he could to hold down the team after Emmanuel Sanders went to the 49ers. He had over 1,000 yards. And then within the first 2 picks, they went and addressed the wide receivers again. They said, you know what, okay, we're going to get Jerry Jeudy. We're going to get KJ Hamler. So can you imagine that young group of wideouts with Drew Lock, with his swag and his sauce and his flavor, and how he goes out there with the Buzz Lightyear and all that? I mean, anybody that loves movies like I love movies and can mimic it out on the field, I can dig it. But speaking of movies, Shregs, did you say Wolverine and Storm when Kyle mentioned the Avengers? I mean, yeah. You're way off, bro. But I do. You know what, Triggs? I can't appreciate the combination of Hugh Jackman and Halle Berry, and also in Swordfish. You know what I'm saying? That was one hell of a movie. But just like Halle Berry in that movie, I'm gonna keep my eyes on that duo in the backfield, and that's Melvin Gordon and Philip Lindsay. Those 2 guys right there is something I can't take my eyes off of, like Halle Berry in Swordfish.
Okay.
Great scene.
Sure.
Look, Mr. Skin over here. Yeah, what do you got?
A movie. I said movie.
Hey, fast forwarding to the good parts.
Shregs. Shregs, I'm going to let you do 2 here. I liked your pick on Sam Darnold, but we cannot leave this segment without talking about Kyler Murray, who's very likely to make the biggest leap here.
Yeah, and there was a list of like odds to win MVP, and I saw Kyler Murray was like in the top 5. It's got it all in the works on paper. You add DeAndre Hopkins, but I look at the thing with Kyler Murray, and the expectation is Lamar Jackson in year 2 was MVP, Patrick Mahomes in year 2 was MVP. MVP is such a lofty goal, and yet everything on paper seems to be this is his year. We'll see, Kay. He's got to now actually do it.
I think he is just as set up for success as any of the young quarterbacks making the leap. So I'm excited to see what he can accomplish year 2 with that creative offensive coach of his.